Good afternoon, friends. It's Paul here, and I've been wanting to do my favorite coins video for a while, and it's a perfect opportunity this afternoon as we've got about 14 inches of snow piling up outside here in New England. I'd like to begin with the second Victoria penny from England, otherwise known as the Bun Head. I believe there were three different designs of Victoria through the years. This is my favorite. It is simply the most beautiful Victoria penny. And this is the Obverse, the reverse side of the coin. I believe this figure stands for victory. There's like a lighthouse in the background there and a ship on the horizon right there, 1872, which puts it right about in the middle of the minting years. And Victory is holding a trident there. Really cool. Kind of has a Neptune vibe to it. Also in England, this is an outstanding coin that I just kind of discovered recently, guys. The farthing with the European wren. Look at that spunky little European wren from 1943. And on the that was the reverse. On the obverse, we have George the VI. Very small coin. I wish this were minted in the full penny size. Man, would that be cool? Because that is actually one of my favorite coin designs from all time. Those farthings from England. And I've got one from 1939 as well, which was, of course, a very dramatic year for Europe, as that was the beginning of World War II. But I've got one of those, and that leads me to believe I protect these in these sleeves. You numismatic people know about this. You want to protect your coins in a non-polyvinyl sleeve. And I think these are made of some sort of cellulose because they rip really easily, but they keep the integrity of the coin. This is my favorite coin. It's the Walking Liberty $50, silver, 1943. This coin has particular significance to me on a personal level. Walking Liberty with her gown and robe flowing with the stars in the background, the chaves of wheat from the bountiful harvest of our blessed land, and the sun rising behind her. Man, that is just liberty. The eagle on the obverse side. This one's a little worn. They get pricey to get all the detail, but I got a pretty nice deal on this one with some of the feathers intact there. But there she is, walking liberty in all her splendid glory. This is a coin I picked up recently. It's an Italian coin. It's the 10 Centesimi. It's got a honeybee going into the flower. I mean, what an amazing coin. Vittorio Emanuele III, King of Italy. But man, what a work of art, guys. The Italian 10 Centesimi. You know, I feel a lot like the farthing in Britain with the European wren about these two coins. I wish they were minted in a bigger format. I mean, just look at these two things side by side. You think they're beautiful? The Native American silhouette portrait of the dignified, noble Native American Indian. 1937, it's in pretty good shape. I found several of these metal detecting. They just get so beat up. So I purchased this one on eBay as well. Still has some detail in the feathers, the head feathers there, which were important, as well as the beautiful facial sculpting there, and then some detail in the braid. Just an archetypal, outstanding coin, and so much representing the West in America, the buffalo. And look at what a great job that coin is right there with the buffalo. This is my favorite Irish coin. This is known as the Hen and Chicks penny, which was minted from 1928 to 1968. I have a 1968 right here, the last year of minting. And this is barely circulated, if at all. I got really fortunate with this one. This would be the obverse or the main side. Check out the beautiful Celtic looking design here of the mother hen with her chicks in tow. Now, the designs for these were proposed by William Butler Yeats, the Irish poet, who's on the committee to promulgate Irish agriculture and the tradition of Ireland in the natural world. And so there was a series of animals, and I've checked them all out. There was a pig, was one of them, and this Hen and Chicks to me is just such a beautiful coin. And apparently on the back, and we've got a beautiful harp there as well. So very, very nice coin. This was just a great find. Matter of fact, I like that design so much that I've got a couple others here as well, which are toned beautifully, differently, but also equally as beautifully. This one's from 1952, and this one's from 1968. Same year as this barely circulated one. I'm going to conclude with this Roman coin. I had the opportunity of working in Cambridge, England one summer, and I picked this up in a coin shop. I was just blown away of how many Roman coins are available for pretty cheap in England because, well, the Romans conquered the British Isles. And, of course, the culture was there and the coins were there. This was minted from 330 to 335 AD, probably from my research in Alexandria, Egypt. And it represents Constantinopolis, Emperor Constantinopolis on this side. And this is known as the victory on Prow, or on a boat, the prow being a boat. You can barely see the hull, the curvature of probably the bow of the boat there, where my thumbnail is. But this is victory with her shield standing nobly on the prow of the ship. So that is my oldest coin, coming in at 330 AD. It's pretty cool to hold a piece of history in the hand this old. And just has a beautiful patina on it. Actually, what's interesting, the more I'm looking at this, it's amazing how this thing from 330 has stood up compared to like the George III from 1769 in Ireland. I mean, a lot of detail still in Constantinopolis's face. Very, very cool. Thanks for tuning in, and please post your comments below about what your favorite coin is and what your favorite coin is here today that I showed in the collection. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts from around the world on this subject, and anything perhaps to check out that would be worthwhile. I'd be interested in hearing what you have to say about that. And stay tuned, because there's always something interesting going on this channel.